Hi, welcome to our weekly meditation. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you taking the time to spend with me and receive some nurturing inner connection. And I am excited to be your guide for this meditation. So, all I need you to do to get started is choose a comfortable position. You are welcome to be in a seated position like I am. You are welcome to lie down if that helps you relax and helps you settle. So know that there's no wrong option. Just take a moment to get comfortable. Once you've had a moment to get comfortable, notice if there's anything you can do to help support your body. So if you're lying down, maybe that means bending your knees and placing the feet on the ground and letting yourself feel that sense of grounding. If you're in a seated position, maybe you need a blanket to help lift the sitting bones. Maybe you need blocks to help support your outer knees. That would be another way to help your body feel supported in whatever position you choose. If you're lying down, you might also choose to have a rolled blanket under the cervical spine and the neck area to help support the natural curvature of your neck. And then once you are comfortable, just give yourself a chance to settle in. Let's take a cleansing breath together. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more time. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Now, before we move into our practice, just taking a moment to listen and allow the words to wash over you and take what you need from the message that I am going to deliver. But right now, astrologically, we have a whole lot of action happening in the mansion of Aquarius. And Aquarius energy is beautiful. It is forward thinking. It is technology ruled. It is ruled by Uranus, but it's forward thinking. And it is fixed air. And what does fixed air look like? Sometimes I imagine a box that's completely closed off and there's this air inside and it's able to move, but it's only able to move in this like certain pattern. So it's a controlled form of air, which is a little bit counterintuitive. But what's happening when we have all of these planets in an air sign, especially a fixed air sign, which we have the sun, we have Mercury, who is currently going retrograde, we have Saturn, Jupiter, and Venus just joined all of those planets. So all of these personal planets are in this sign. And to me, when I think about having so much energy in air, a lot of times people associate the polarity to air of fire because fire helps to kind of move air and air helps to move fire. They're symbiotic in the way they work together. But when I consider having a lot of air energy, I also always recognize the importance of earth to help ground that air energy in our bodies. And because of that, today's practice is going to be a grounding meditation. Now, grounding meditations are not only important when we have a lot of planets in Aquarius. Grounding properties are something that we want to pull into our lives on a very regular basis. If you are somebody who spends a lot of time in your head, if you're somebody who's thinking a lot, which is most people that I know, most people I meet really are able to get caught up in the stories that are happening in their head. A lot of times it's referred to as the monkey mind, and the monkey mind wants to kind of take us off on tangents. And when we are able to access earth energy, this is allowing us an opportunity to deepen into our physical body. And so people sometimes equate meditation to only tapping into our higher levels of consciousness, which is very Aquarius, is higher levels of consciousness. However, if we are not able to draw that energy into our physical beings, then we can't utilize that energy in a positive manner in our day-to-day lives. So we have to be able to take that connection to our higher selves, to a higher power, whatever that is, to the collective consciousness. And when we access that energy, we want to be able to pull that energy down into our bodies. And then when we can truly embody that connection, we can utilize that through our actions, through our day-to-day movement, in our physical presence, in our words as well. And air signs are very communicative, but if we don't pull that energy into our body, we don't have the same accessibility to holding space for that fixed air, that forward thinking, that that ability to be really tuned into our higher consciousness. We can't access that if we don't embody that. So today's practice is going to be all about embodying that energy. So once you take a moment to just sit with that idea, notice what's coming up for you. Maybe there's thoughts popping in your head. That's okay, just noticing. We'll take another cleansing breath on purpose, just deeply breathing into the body. Exhale out through your mouth. One more time, deep breath in. Exhale through the mouth. Now we're going to begin to close our eyes. And if closing your eyes feels challenging or uncomfortable, know that you can just find a soft gaze point at the tip of the nose so that your eyelids start to expand and your eyeballs start to soften and relax. You can also gaze down at the floor if you're seated. Whatever feels good for you in this moment. Once you find that softness in the eyes, just allow yourself an opportunity to check in with your body. Notice any sensations that are present in this moment. Notice if there's parts of your body that feel challenged or uncomfortable. Trying not to judge, trying not to place a reason or a story with that, but just being more tuned into those sensations as they feel in this moment. And then notice if there's parts of your body that feel really open, expansive, soft. And then imagine as if those two parts of selves were merging so that the areas where you feel really soft expand into the places where you were previously holding tension. What does it feel like to soften in those spaces where you may have been holding? And just continue to scan the body, maybe just a gentle up and down. And notice if there's still parts of the self that feel like they're holding or tightening. Sometimes these habitual patterns are so ingrained in our day-to-day that it takes us a few moments of just observing to even recognize. So notice if you're clenching the glutes. Notice if you're holding energy in the jaw, pursing the lips. Notice if the shoulders are lifted. And again, as you notice these things, instead of trying to force a release, just begin to soften. It's just a really small awareness of allowing yourself this opportunity to feel ease in those spaces. Now begin to draw your attention to your tongue and imagine as if your tongue was fully spreading in the base of your lower jaw, the base of the mouth. What does it feel like to expand the tongue all the way in the back of the throat? Maybe you take a couple of gentle swallows to help facilitate that awareness and also facilitate that sense of ease. And now imagine as if your spine was growing taller, whether you're seated or lying down, a lengthening all the way from the top of the head, all the way down to the sitting bones. Imagine as if there was a string tied to both ends, very, very softly pulling in opposite directions. Pulling isn't even the right word. Just a soft opening, lengthening up through the crown, lengthening down through the sitting bones, creating spaciousness in the vertebrae of the spine. And chin softens towards the chest very slightly to create that elongation in the back of the neck. And begin to root through the sitting bones, whether they're on the ground or whether they're on a prop. Grounding energy into the physical body. We'll begin to notice the flow of your breath, breathing in and out through the nostrils. Notice what the breath feels like. Notice where the breath is moving in your body. Feel how the rib cage becomes expansive. Maybe start to feel the belly opening as the diaphragm moves down and allows breath to flow into the lower parts of the body. And just taking a moment to tune into the actions of the diaphragm, which is at the lowest part of the rib cage in the mid-torso. And as we allow breath into the body, if we take enough breath in, the diaphragm gently moves down and opens and allows that oxygen to flow into the belly. And if we allow the breath to move in this gentle, expansive way, the diaphragm will naturally do what it is capable of doing. We're just allowing the diaphragm to work, allowing the diaphragm to perform the actions that help us to become more expansive in the lower body. Opening up the energy of the root, the sacral, feeling that energy flowing down. As we continue to allow the breath to move in and out of the body, we're going to tune back into this Aquarian capability, this Aquarian mode of being, really, which is fixed air. And we're going to connect with fixed air in a very palpable way that helps us to feel that in our bodies. So for our fixed air breathing technique, all I want you to do, breathe in through the nose for as long as it feels comfortable. And then I want you just to hold the breath in your body also for as long as it feels comfortable until you feel like you need to release, not until it feels like it's overwhelming or forceful, but just until you feel like you've held the breath just long enough. And then softly release the breath back out, all in and out through the nose. When you're ready, we're breathing in through the nose. We're pausing at the top and holding that breath in the body, fixed air in our body. Once you feel ready to release, we're exhaling back out through the nose. Continue with this fixed air quality, breathing in, holding the breath in the body, allowing yourself this opportunity to fully receive all of the nutrients, fully oxygenate every cell in your body. And once you feel like that process is complete, simply allowing the carbon dioxide to be released out through the nose. Several more times on your own. Allow the tongue to stay relaxed. What does it feel like to hold oxygen in your body? What does it feel like to allow that breath to move back out once you've fully received the breath? Completely present with every breath, utilizing this fixed air quality to ground in our bodies. As you continue to flow with this breath, I want you to imagine that while the breath is retained in the body, imagine as if the breath was flowing all the way down to the soles of your feet, allowing your entire physical body to feel the nourishment of each fixed air breath. We'll take one more full retention breath in the body whenever you're ready. Once you've completed that exhale, we'll take a cleansing breath, deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more time, deep breath in, out through the mouth. Now, allowing the breath to simply flow in and out of the body in any way that feels comfortable and steady, allowing yourself to just feel that breath moving without any force, without any sense of control. And with your eyes still closed and your breath still flowing in the body, I want you to imagine in front of you a mountain. And as you imagine a mountain, begin to take in your surroundings. Where are you? What is around you as you visualize this mountain in front of yourself? Take a moment to notice the colors, notice the textures. Do you sense rocks around the mountain? Do you sense trees on your mountain? Is there snow? Or is it warm? Begin to sense the energy of this vast, massive, earthly structure before your eyes. Embodying this mountain energy as you breathe in, taking in the energy that you feel and sense from the mountain in front of you into your own body. And as you continue to visualize your own mountain, notice what the sky looks like as it surrounds the mountain. How close is the mountain to you? Is it right in front of you? Is it off in the distance? Again, just sensing all of the attributes of this mountain. your own personal mountain. Now, as you continue to visualize the mountain in front of you, begin to imagine your own body as a mountain. Your feet grounding into the earthly energy, the feet as the base of your mountain, allowing that mountain energy to flow from the feet slowly up your mountain body. What does it feel like to imagine your own body as a mountain? The peak of your mountain as the crown of the head, tapping you into the sky, connecting you to higher modes of consciousness. And while you access the peak, your base, your mountainous body is rooted through the soles of your feet. And imagine as if the soles of the feet were expanding around you, allowing you to create a wider base. This wider base accepts more receptive mountain energy, deepening your connection to the earth, deepening your ability to grow roots into Mother Earth. What does it feel like to imagine roots growing from the base of your mountain? Allow those roots to expand. And as you imagine your body as a mountain, reconnect back to the breath. Feel the breath flowing from higher levels of consciousness all the way down into the earthly plane that is your body. Relax the tongue. Relax the jaw. Feel your breath flowing through your mountain body. Visualizing the mountain in front of you and visualizing yourself as that mountain. Once again, notice the sensations in your body. Notice the flow of your breath. As you begin to hear the gentle sounds, allow the vibration to flow through your physical mountain body, grounding the energy of this practice into your being. Feel the energy in your body. Reimagine the mountain in front of you. Reimagine yourself as a mountain, standing strong, standing tall, grounded and expansive, steady and stable. Breathing into the belly. I'll take another cleansing breath, deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. As you feel ready, we'll softly begin to wiggle fingers and toes, gradually circling the wrists and the ankles. Taking a moment to roll the back of the head side to side. If you would like a full body stretch, reaching the arms overhead, lengthening the sides of the body. If you are lying down, take a moment to roll onto your side, resting there for a few moments. And as you feel ready, we'll slowly press our way back into a comfortable seated position. Once you are back to seated, just taking a moment to reroot the sitting bones into the ground, expanding all the way up through the crown of the head, spine elongated. We'll bring our hands together in front of our heart center, allowing the thumbs to softly press in towards the sternum, chin relaxing towards the chest, bowing to the teacher within, bowing to the inner knowing, the inner presence of that mountain, allowing you to ground your energy, ground your connection to something beyond yourself. We'll take a cleansing breath together. Deep breath in, out through the mouth. Taking a moment of gratitude for yourself, feeling grateful for you showing up on your mat, carving out the time to be more present, be more tuned into your body. And I'm so incredibly grateful for your energy and you sharing your practice and time and energy with me, whether it's live or in the future. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for allowing me to be your guide. I am wishing you a beautiful and blessed day, hoping you take this grounded energy and use it to better yourself and better others around you, inspiring change, sparking new conversations, using that Aquarius energy for future shifts. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for being here.